Welcome back to Read the Gems podcast.
Yes, sir. Back with another video, man. I ain't gonna lie, yesterday, man, we was doing a little groundwork.
Yes,
downtown Hollywood, man. You know what I'm saying? Trying to get some more subscribers and stuff like that. But we really appreciate all the subscribers that we do have, man. So here's the topic for today, man. The topic I want to talk about is when you're at a nightclub, could approaching a female while she is dancing, trying to get a dance, determine if you are handsome or not? So meaning, if you're in a club, and you know back in the day, man, we used to be shy. We used to be trying to get up on a girl because you don't know whether you look good enough to dance with her or whatnot. So the girl will do this thing when you get behind her and she'll turn back like, and she gonna look you up and down.
Ladies and gentlemen.
And that probably will determine if she gonna dance with you or not. And I ain't gonna lie to you. A lot of people done got derved.
Yeah.
And when I say derved, means shamed, meaning that when she look back, boy, and walk off, or she'll just walk off. Sometimes it's really not a thing of if you're handsome or not. Maybe she got a man. Maybe she's in a predicament. You know what I mean?
Her man might have just ran to go get the drinks. Her man might have be at the bar. He might have went to the bathroom right quick.
Right.
So she's just alone,
right,
just doing her little 1-2 until her man comes back.
More
so you
times
approach at the wrong moment.
when you about to approach a woman, you making sure, okay, she ain't with nobody.
Yes.
So 9 times out of 10, you done already scoped the scene out.
Yeah. Pre-op from a long time.
So now I'm like, okay, boom, I see her dancing. She got her homegirls with her. Let me see what's up. So you start dancing a little bit. Now you getting in the groove. Now you walking up. Boom, she hit you with that. Down, and then she keep dancing. So now you know,
okay, I'm in there.
You good for it. But then it's the times when you walk up and then she like, boy, and then she'll hit you with the stiff arm.
Yeah, that's embarrassing.
What I'm asking y'all, does it determine on if you're handsome or not? What do you guys think?
I definitely do. I definitely do think it depends on.
And not only that, how many times have you been derved?
You know what? Honestly, I have fell victim to that.
Okay. What was this at, like a high school prom, or was this at like a club?
Listen, I had that moment that you're talking about.
Okay.
That moment where you going, and this was at prom.
Okay.
I seen a girl dancing or whatever. As she
and you really liked her from school days?
Man, I liked her from school days. Hey, so listen, man, I go ahead. And I go and I approach and like I'm dancing, we dancing. Can I put a little bit of pressure?
Oh yeah, that's
right. So I go and then that moment happened. I get behind her and I dance. 1, 2, 1, 2. She looks back. I look at her. She look at me. She goes, and then she continue to start dancing. So that worked out for me.
Cap.
That worked out for me. But I've had my moments where I've had times where it had nothing to do with the way that I looked, because one female just told me, she was like, hey, I'm just really just dancing right now. It's just me and my homie.
Yeah, I don't even want to dance with nobody right now.
That's respectful.
You know?
Yeah, I can respect that.
And I feel like, it's different factors, and what plays a role is how do you approach her, right?
Yeah.
Are you just grabbing her waist, dancing with her?
Being aggressive.
Just being aggressive.
Yeah.
Some women don't like that.
Yeah.
Sometimes you gotta be.
Yes.
I am the one, the way your son don't need a gun to get.
It's important.
Yes.
Right? You can't just, be just it's a difference between aggressive and assertive. Understand that, right?
What about you? Have you ever been in that moment?
Of course, man. And I feel like some girls they just don't know you.
Right.
Like some girls they be like, I don't know him. I don't want to dance with him. But if they know you, they like, okay, yeah, you can get a dance. I know you. But that's like I'm going back like probably like middle school days at Manicola when we used to have dances. It was times where girls, if they didn't know you, they didn't really feel comfortable dancing with you. Right. Or if y'all always had that eye chemistry, like okay, I'll dance with you, you know what I'm saying? But I've definitely had my fair share of being embarrassed. Like, get your fat ass from by me. Sorry for the language, but there'll be like some girls, you know, because I was a fat kid growing up, and some girls, you know,
that's that hurt now.
Yeah, bro. But you know, I always was like, you know, having like my little
big
swag
boys
or whatever.
Love too.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So I always had my little swag or whatever, or my little fresh lineup or whatever. So I know I carried it well. So some girls like they'll give me the time of day. Right. But it was a lot of times where I got that where girls were like, boy, bye. You know, but how my thing was, how I used to approach them was I used to come from the front. So as I see them dancing, I come in front of them like this here. And then I spin them around and get them to whine. But that was my little trick. Okay. You know, I always approach from the front instead of the back.
Did you have rhythm?
I had rhythm. Okay. I had rhythm. I would say that, you know, I had 2 times where it was like, okay, well,
you got smurfed or you?
One time I got smurfed, so I'll tell you about the time I got smurfed.
Okay.
It was in middle school, it was a dance going on, and I ain't gonna lie, they had the little dance train thing going on, you know, the little train or whatever, and everybody like. So it's like you could just pick the person you want to dance with. You just jump in the train.
Okay.
You get what I'm saying?
Okay.
So I'm getting into it. You know what I'm saying? And I slide in, and I'm like, okay, it's a vibe. And then it was that moment. She looked back, and she was like, and then she told her homegirl to like swap. And the homegirl was vibing, so you know what I'm saying? But I think it was because she had a boyfriend. You get what I'm saying? It wasn't a thing of, because she knew me. It's just a thing of, you know, she had a boyfriend and that's not what it wanted to be. You get what I'm saying? Right. That was one incident. Then it was an incident I was at a club and I'm like, I know I ain't getting dirt. I know I had some guys. I know I smell good. You get what I'm saying?
All that plays a role. Because if you're not so handsome looking guy or you don't smell the best, they gonna smell that as soon as you come. They gonna see it's like
that aura. It's that aura.
You gotta feel the vibe.
Yeah. So you know, a lot of people, man, don't feel ashamed. Don't let your ego get the best of you because you feel like she didn't give you that chance. Maybe it's not just you, bro. Try another female, bro. It's not. Maybe she's not the one.
Am I wrong for thinking that we could be something for real?
It could be talked about, and it's something that the boys will talk about, and everybody has their fair share of things that they went through.
You're gonna get dirt,
and then for the young kids too, y'all gonna go through this, man. So.
All the young men and the young viewerships, man. Listen, y'all gonna get dirt in life. It happens.
And you know what? And I feel like, honestly, I think theirs happen in a different form. Like theirs might be in the form of not dating ourselves, or myself, I should say. It might happen through like a Instagram or you know. So if you're getting
left on
scene, you know,
But see, for the YNs, not to cut you, they don't have it like we did, bro. We had so many teen clubs. We had so many events we could have go to,
and it wasn't that much social media. It was more so having fun, less social media.
You had the dudes who was actually dancers, like who would break dance, do all that cutting up. And you had, you know what I'm saying, with all them dance songs, they knew every dance there was. Then you had the dudes who was just smooth. They could throw a little 1-2 in there and get right. Then you had some lames that just would be on the wall. You know what I'm saying? But hey, it is what it was.
And that back in those days, that's how guys used to snatch chicks back in the days, by showing off their dance moves. These days, these kids don't really have that many teen clubs, especially for young people, man, because y'all so over fashionalized with this social media that y'all don't even get to even experience each other outside of social media and really get to know one another.
Absolutely.
Can he dance? How does he dress? Like,
and
for real.
I don't even want to get on off topic, but one thing I did see, I was like, wow, I hope it really doesn't come to this. But I seen a post where somebody posted, like, you know, in 2030, right? Kids are gonna go up to their mom and be like, "Mom, why did you and Dad break up?" "Well, son, daughter, he didn't post me enough." And I'm like, God. Wow, if we come to a time because you break up with someone because they didn't post you enough, is that the direction that we're really going in? I'm like,
because it's happening now. It's happening now, sadly.
I would like to say I want a female's point of view.
For sure.
I want a female's point of view. I would like a female to comment because sometimes, I ain't gonna lie, I would love to have a female point of view on this, because at the end of the day, why I say that is they can tell you whether if it was about how handsome you were, or if it was because of the situation that they were in.
Yes.
You get what I mean?
Yeah.
For the woman viewers, please drop in the comments. Let us know how y'all feel about that.
Exactly.
Sure,
Does his appearance really matters?
That
as far as
too.
when he's approaching you, does the approach really matter?
Yeah.
When he's trying to come up to you and get a dance, from you. Like,
And I got one
really
thing
matters.
to say. Sometimes if she messing with you to the fullest, you don't even have to approach. She'll come whine on you. She'll come dash it upon you. Because guess what? I'm going to tell y'all a little story time. I was in the polo club. This was a long time ago. I'm about 19 years old. I'm in the polo club. And this man's wife came whining on me, dog. He was just on the wall, not dancing with his wife, and his wife whining on him. And I'm Jamaican, so I'm in there whining, I'm doing my thing, and then I start whining by myself when they start playing the gal tune them. This guy went to the bathroom, his wife started dashing it on me. His wife was dashing it on me. And then he came back and was like, hey, that's my wife. I'm like, yo, brother, she dashed it upon me. So that's crazy right there. But that goes off your aura, like you said, your aura, your vibe. If you got a good aura, good vibe, them gal would dash it upon you, man.
Definitely,
you don't even have to really approach them. Just your vibe alone they rocking with, so they gonna give you a piece or give you a one.
Wonder why your son don't need a gun to get
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man. So that's just one thing, you know what I'm saying, that a lot of people going. I know whoever's watching, y'all been through this, and then you have some who've been derbed plenty of times.
Yeah, and when we say dirt, man, we mean like smurfed.
Curved.
Yeah,
you've been curved plenty of times.
And we would love to hear y'all stories in the comments.
Oh my God!
Come on, man.
Tell us y'all stories.
Tell me about that one time in 2002 at Club Rolex when she wasn't messing with. Man, tell us, man.
Even the women, let us know y'all opinions and what would make you deny a man from having access to you when it comes to a dance.
But I just would love to get y'all point of view, y'all comments, man. That's Reap the Gems, man. Back with another video.